Yo, welcome back to the Rock Fantasy YouTube channel. Tonight we got a special edition. We're going to be talking about the Rock Fantasy is turning 40 on November 5th. So we're having this big metal bash in Middletown, New York at a different spot. It's not in the same spot. The last three of these have been in three different locations. Earlier the year, we did a show down in Warwick. This is going to be at the Zone at Clemson Brothers Brewery. Huge stage, big room. Of course, it's at the brewery, plenty of beer. There's $5 beer specials, so don't think it's going to be too expensive to have a few drinks when you get there. It's Saturday, November 1st, which is, as we tape, it's a week from this Saturday. It's the day after Halloween, so we're including a big Halloween costume ball in with all this heavy metal maniac stuff. And, of course, when I thought about setting this up, I started setting this show up around June, July, and of course we lost Ozzy, and I said, there's no way we're doing this show without Sabbath Supertzars and having the Sabbath band. And of course we promised Billy, Show No Mercy, who was supposed to play our last show down in Warwick, New York, and Leo, one of the guys in the band, Leo, had cut his hand at work, and they had to pull out last minute. But we had Gil's band, Final Siege, there, and Billy got up, and we did a few Slayer songs, and it all worked up. But we wanted to have, in my mind, it was kind of like a local back to the beginning, because we've got Black Sabbath, original Sabbath music, and then we have Slayer warming them up, and then we have some original bands from the Hudson Valley. So I'll go over that very quickly, and then we'll start chatting with the guys in the room. Of course, doors are at 4:00. The first band is at 4:30. My good friend Jeremy Farfan, who you guys will know in the New York City scene from Winter Nights, has a new band together called Smokeborne Blasphemy. That is kind of ambient, and they said they want a lot of fog machines, and probably in maybe the black metal and ambient melodic metal scene. And I'm going to be seeing them for the first time. And then the second band hitting the stage is a really good local band, female fronted, Burn the Ships, which is a New York hardcore band. And those are the folks from Necrotic Engorgement that have been playing around for years. And they put together this hardcore thing, Will with his wife. So that's Burn the Ships. Next in line, we got World's Demise, and we can thank Brandon, who's in the room tonight, for a great little promo that those guys made to hype the show. And it's been spread around. It's on the YouTube channel. It's on our Facebook. We're spreading it around. All the bands are spreading it around. Very cool. And then we have, after them, we have Jotunheim, which is our good friends from New York City, Art Gold and Black Troops. And they were doing a full black metal show, corpse paint, the whole 9 yards. After that, we've got Hudson Valley metal veterans, Sick Bay, who are going to warm up and finish out the local contingent of the original bands. And then coming on next, of course, we've got Billy in the room. We've got Long Island and New York City's premier Slayer tribute, Show No Mercy, returning to Middletown. And they are going to kick your butt. And then last but not least, we're going to have a recreation of the 1970s Black Sabbath set here with Sabbath Superstars. And and of course, there's a costume contest if you're going that night. Just to scare you.
Did I win?
So whatever you're going to do is a $500 now in prizes for the best costume that night. Of course,
Can I win?
hey, Ozzy might be a shoo-in. It's a $200 gift certificate from a sponsor yesterday, Nerd Life Tattoo. It's a $150 gift certificate to the brewery restaurant Clemson, and I'm putting up a $200 gift certificate to Rock Fantasy that night. So, and then there's going to be some prizes for second and third too. Cool. We're trying to pack this place. I want everybody to come out and party with me. I made it 40 years. I actually got honored by the mayor of New York City, mayor of Middletown, not New York City, of Middletown. Last night they gave me a plaque, and for being in business 40 years, I hope I make it to 40. I didn't jinx me because it's a week. It's November 5th is the actual anniversary. But
How
hey,
did it
the
feel,
room
Keeler, to
tonight.
get how did it feel to get represented by the city?
It's nice, I've had a lot of help with the city going on for quite a few years now, and especially when I did the big move in 2019, they were more than helpful. Having without having to jump through many hoops to move a couple blocks up, and they really they liked it that Rock Fantasy brings a lot of people into the city. It's a destination now.
It's an impressive thing that Middletown does that, and that they're willing to support
Mm.
somebody who's a little different and who represents people that are a little different than the
And
common
yeah, I agree. And they
nation.
were all talking about that last night, how they like to bring all different types of people in the arts in and the younger crowd. And they said, I've been doing it for years. And hey, look, we got a lot of young people coming in, playing pinball, buying records. And of course, we got the old school guys there still. So in the room tonight, we've got Billy Davis from Show No Mercy. We got B-Man from World's Demise. And we've got Stephen Desko, the Oz man himself from down in almost Philadelphia area. We got Tommy Cap from they're both from Sabbath Superstars. So let's talk a little bit about Sabbath Superstars first. You guys recently formed this band between several Black Sabbath tributes. Of course, Tommy was in Sabracadabra for many years, and that was a very legendary Sabbath tribute up in the New York City area. We actually had play one of my anniversaries years ago at the class in Middletown, New York. So maybe you guys just tell us a little bit about the history of other bands you guys have played with and the current lineup and what can expect on November 1st from you guys. I know you got a 90-minute set on whatever you gus want to do. You're the headliners that night. So.
Mark, go ahead, Steve. Rock and roll, brother.
Okay. First the earth cooled, then the dinosaurs came. No, I'm kidding. So I was in a band called Osmond Cometh, and then I went to New York, Chicago for a few years, and I was in Masters of Reality.
Oh.
And then I came back from Chicago. I had like 40 weeks in a row. I played in my friend's bar, and we practiced on stage at the bar 40 times, like on the Wednesday. So I had like 80 shows, and I came back. And it's been pretty good. Like I came back decent from Chicago from playing out there. So it was kind of boot campy for me, midlife, post divorce, come back and get him. By then, Zabracadabra was done. Joe Donnelly fatted out. And I love Joe and teasing. But anyway, so that dissolved. So there was a kind of a opening, and I got hired for the Land of Oz, which I
Okay.
still do. It's kind of like the buffet of Ozzy, but we were missing like I got to do the radio shit there for a decade or more, but never got to go past Children of the Grave deep cut. And we do a real nice changes with the piano player, but so Tommy would fill in for Just Sabbath, my other band, because there was
Yeah.
86 other songs to play. So Just Sabbath was formed. I was doing Strand. We got medium decent. And then Tommy would fill in for us, and I would fill in for Into the Void. Our guitar player would fill in for Into the Void sometimes, and we would just trade parts. And I ended up having to hire them for an entire show because my band kind of canceled at the last minute. So I ended up hiring, or we hired each other. I don't know how to even say it. My
Yeah.
wife says I say it wrong. I hired all of them, or maybe they hired me. I don't know how it is, but that's my story. Go ahead, Tommy.
Yeah, so then them guys bailing on that show didn't sit well with Steve, and then he kind of liked how we played the songs more authentically than the other guys. So we just formed this new band, and we took off running, man. Sabbath Supertzars just clicked, and the first couple shows we played were just unbelievable. It just sounded so tight, so good. It was like the four pieces of the puzzle just fitting together in there
Yep.
perfectly with Steve jumping on board. And again, no disrespect to the three guys that used to be behind Steve, and no disrespect to John Brulo, who used to front into the void. All good guys, all good players, but something magical happened when Steve got in front of the three of us, and we haven't looked back, man. So it's we're real proud of it, and it's a kick-ass band, and I'm sure you guys will definitely feel the same way after next week.
And of course, if you were at my 39th anniversary, which was held belatedly last April, you were under the moniker of Into the Void. And then, the singer couldn't do it, and you had Desko step in. So you kind of saw Sabbath Superstars then. But I'm
Yep.
sure that was that one of the first gigs where you guys all worked together, though?
It was maybe the third or the fourth, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. But this time around, we're going to be using our own gear, which makes a big difference.
Yeah, that is one thing that all the bands are actually bringing their own gear for this. Usually we had a backline before.
Wow.
That was a bit of a nightmare that night because the band that was on before you guys busted
bass
right through the drum head, and luckily the promoter had another venue down the road, and this place is out in the middle of nowhere. It's in
The
they
prison.
got a drum set and saved the night.
I
Yeah.
think thank you to the Metallica boys. They actually came up with maybe Damage Incorporated, whatever they're called, right?
Yeah,
From New York.
yeah.
They
Yeah.
came up with the spare bass.
Bass.
So they
Yeah, they did.
thank you guys.
I thought Matt had to run the Sugarloaf and pick one up. Okay.
I was high. I might be right. I know I blew a tire on the way in there.
I
so that was
remember you
fabulous.
had a rough night that night. Yeah. And
Yeah.
It got plugged for $26. I did all right.
there you go.
It wasn't as screwed as I thought.
I really wanted to have I think in my mind I really like booking. I like how do these festivals that I put together and have, because some people complain, well, hey, it's it's just cover bands or it's just this. I like to mix the best of some of the original bands, have them all play and do their best, and then have us all hang out at the end of the night, and everybody loves Sabbath, everybody loves Slayer. And it makes it just this big celebration, a big party at the end of the night, because people are going to be singing along with every Slayer song and every Sabbath song. I think it's going to make it a really special time. And show no mercy. What's going on, Billy?
Doing good. Yeah, we similar to Sabbath Superstars story, we've added members over the years. We've been around 15 years.
Nice.
And every time we got somebody else, it kind of like stepped us up to something else. It made, made it a little bit tighter, a little better. And we just had replaced our drummer that had been with the band for 15 years, and he just was getting tired of traveling and taking equipment out and setting it up and all that stuff like that. So a guy just happened to come up to us at a show. His name was Dom Lombardo. And he said,
Really?
ever need another drummer, give me a call, and gave us his phone number. And just at that time, the drummer was leaving. We brought him in, and it's been amazing. This guy is such a student of Dave Lombardo. He kind of, we've been playing these songs for 15 years, and he said, you know what? Hey, this part, Dave Lombardo does it like this, and this is how the guitars kind of interact with that. Let's do it like that. And we were like, amazed, like, wow, yeah, that's what's on that's what's on the studio album. But we've been playing these songs so long that we kind of like formed our own versions. So now this guy is kind of like taking us back to like playing these things authentically like the studio albums, which is we're just we've been doing it 15 years, but there's this renewed enthusiasm in the band that we're really super stoked to be playing practices and shows and everything.
Cool.
So we're really looking forward to Steve.
I can remember in the past we always talked about when you guys come to play. You played for me a couple times at the bowling alley, and I got to see you once at the what was it at it was like an NYDM Christmas party in Rockland County. That's the first time I ran across you guys. I was like, I want you guys to come play one of my events. And at that time, you didn't want to play longer than an hour set because
Yeah,
the drummer you had at the time. And that's
right.
why I like we were talking about, how long do you need to play? I'm like, well, you can only play an hour, right? And they go, no, we can go a little bit longer. So,
Yeah, this guy is like, come on, let's learn more songs, guys.
cool.
Let's play longer. Let's play, run through these songs faster. And it's like amazing. That's what we want to hear, So yeah, we're really looking forward to you getting Stephen. You've seen different versions of our band. I want you to see this one.
Yeah.
And
And
November 1st will
we've been
really,
trying to get you back for a couple years, and here we are finally. And what a perfect weekend to have a Sabbath and a Slayer band along with all these great original acts to just to round everything off, And
Billy, I got a question for you.
yeah,
yeah.
Have you been the only in that band since the beginning?
Yeah. Yep.
Did
Me
you-
and the guitar player, Leo Backman, who
Yeah,
also-
didn't we play together at Drum in New York City once?
Yes, that's
Yeah,
right.
we played together at that, and so you were there that night and playing with the band.
Yes. Wasn't it like some kind of Russian festival? It was a celebration of Yuri Gagarin's space mission or something like that.
really,
I
that's
think
a weird
so.
thing. That's a weird
Okay.
thing.
Yeah, you
I
look
think
familiar, so I'm thinking, yeah,
It had to be like 15 years ago, though, I think, maybe, or
it was
10 or 12 or something like
like
that.
2012. I think it was like
Yeah.
2012.
Okay.
Who was your
Okay.
singer at the time? Was that
13.
who was your singer in the Sabbath band? That was
There
Into
was
the Void.
a bald guy named Ricky.
Okay, right. Yep.
Yeah. And I think, yeah, he's friends with Leo still to this day, I think.
Wow.
Yes. Yep.
Yep.
Yeah,
But
that was kind of a weird night. We were
yeah,
playing to
it was a strange venue, but
yeah.
it was still cool, It was a strange venue, but I just wanted to throw that out there because I wasn't sure if you were in the band then, but I'm glad you were,
Yes.
man. That was cool.
Yep.
Yeah, man.
I mean,
Question for you,
and you got and
Slayer
Tom,
fella.
You actually go ahead,
Oh,
Steven.
Go ahead, Steve.
What
Say it
on?
again.
hey, if the guys, your drummer's name's actually Lombardo, are they cousins, or is that the stage name?
No,
Sorry,
it's stage name, but his first name is Dom. So
that's
Dom,
pretty cool.
he introduced
I was
himself
gonna
as
ask that
Dom
same
Lombardo
question.
the first time we met him. So
Okay.
like, all right, we're sticking with this. I said, do you want to use that as your stage name?
Yeah.
Or he's like, whatever you guys think. And I said, all right, well, we know you as Dom Lombardo. There you go.
What about Guy Lombardo?
What? Guy?
Guy Lombardo.
Guy Lombardo, yeah.
That's what the wife said.
Yeah. It sounds like he's got the right name to play drums in the Slayer
Yeah,
show.
Oh,
yeah, man. No doubt.
B-Man, what's going on? So B-Man is in, of course, World's Demise. They're one of the local bands that actually were a band back in the late 90s, early 2000, and reformed. What about a year now? 2 years now?
Like 2 or 3 years ago, and partially,
Is it
due to you because you were doing all the local metal shows.
Yeah.
And then I started meeting the other metal bands, and then people recognized me and said you should get the band back together. And I'd say that's partially due to you. So,
And,
it's a good thing.
And how
Look how
would you?
young he looks. Good for you, dude.
Hey, I'm not that young.
I know
Yeah.
you look younger than he said because I was
Yeah.
like adding up the times. I was like, wow, really? All right. I'm
That's the hair.
57. I dye my hair, but it is mine.
Yeah.
And how would you describe your style of music?
We're a metal hardcore band, metalcore, whatever. Definitely influences of different kind of metal and hardcore.
Yeah.
We try to get people moving, having a good time, but we mix
Good.
in a lot of like guitar solos and like more melodic stuff. So we definitely some of the music tends to be a little bit more metal. The screaming is definitely more hardcore. So we fit in with a lot of different genres, whether it be the Slayers or hardcore or deathcore, death metal bands, So
I mean, this
play
is
a variety
kind
of
of
shows.
like, it's kind of like a Back to the Beginning. It's kind of like an Ozfest. If you use your imagination, you guys are warming up Black Sabbath. This is Ozfest Middletown, I guess.
Yeah.
We got two Princes of Darkness. I turn into a zombie on the video, and we got the Prince of Darkness down here. We got Cameron King over in the corner here. Well,
It's
last
gotta
time
be
I ran
awesome.
into Billy, we were actually in Hershey Park, of all places, to see a big metal fest. We went to see the actual Slayer, and that was a good afternoon or good day. It was the weirdest place to me to have for Slayer to go like, hey, we're doing one headline date in the country of the United States. And if you were going to try to bet that, you would have said, oh, probably it's in LA or it's in New York or it's in Florida or something. You would never have thought Hershey, Pennsylvania, would you?
But you know what?
Must have got a
I
good
got a
deal.
theory. I got a theory on that is that they're probably funding a lot of that themselves. And if you
Yeah.
were to rent a venue in the metropolitan area, it would have
Okay.
cost so much money. But they knew put it
Yeah.
out someplace outside, everybody's still going to come. And we
Yeah.
did. I couldn't believe the amount of people that I knew from
Oh,
Long
place was
Island,
packed. Yeah,
New
I knew
York,
so
New
many people
Jersey.
from the tri-state area. Yeah.
Yeah,
There were people that
everybody
I didn't even
traveled.
see that were there that I knew. I saw guys that were from the brewery that next door in Middletown walking around, and they sold a lot of goddamn merchandise.
Oh yeah, the lines were like
Oh,
blocks long, it seemed like.
I mean, this show went on from what? Like, I think doors were at like 3 o'clock, and Slayer was over by like what, 11? And I mean, the lines for merchandise were an hour to 2 hours long the whole
Wow.
time.
Yeah, I spent about a band set and a half just waiting online to
See,
get
I didn't do that,
shirts.
and I wanted to buy a shirt, but I didn't want to miss Exodus. I didn't want to miss Cavalera, and I would have missed them. So I always say I'll get one on the way out. All they had left were small and mediums and Slayer set.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Get the
So
bootlegs in the parking lot where they spell Slayer wrong.
yeah, you know what? I saw some pretty nice ones that people were wearing that they got in the parking lot, and I couldn't find one on the way out. I think they even sold out. There was so many people there. People were parked like a mile away from this place, but it was
Yeah.
a it was a nice festival. I'm glad I went. And B man, you got some new music coming out too with World's Demise.
Yeah, we're releasing on Friday another single. It's called Prepare for War.
Okay.
We'll be releasing in time for the show, and we'll be playing it at the show.
And I'd
So it's
like to
Friday.
let everybody know that not only did he do the promo for the event, which you can find on the internet if you look on the YouTube channel in my shorts. They also did this. I have two flyers. They also did this flyer for the show,
Heck
so,
yeah.
which was
Nice.
turning into a cap, a baseball cap that's going to have the Rock Fantasy 40 on. And we
Wow.
also made it into an event shirt just for that day. We're going to get a couple dozen shirts that you can pick up if you like a souvenir of the event.
Yeah.
So this is all Brandon's fault.
Yeah. What can I do? Blame me. It'll be a fun show. We're looking forward to it.
So since you got the new drummer, Billy, you've added some songs to the maybe not to the set list, but more songs that you could put in a set list.
Yeah.
Are there any
Yes.
songs that you want to talk about that you might be playing for the first time in Middle?
Well, we tried out last show. Spirit and Black is a great song that we
Oh yeah,
did recently. That one, will Hallowed Point may be in the set.
yeah.
Chemical Warfare we haven't done for many, many years.
Oh, that's a great
Doing
song.
that. Uh, Die by the Sword is a favorite that for some
Oh,
reason fell off our set and we started doing it and people were like,
no
this is
one's
great.
gonna complain if you guys do Show No Mercy and Hellways. No one's gonna complain any of those.
Yeah.
It's just like And do you do Repentless?
No,
You don't.
we've
And I
never
tell you
tried
what,
it.
Slayer, that album was their final studio album, and I said, man, that song. I know a lot of people didn't like that album as much, but that song, they've been opening with that for years now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, we're always throwing around the songs we get requests from people, but
yeah,
then there's always something from the classic albums that kind of jumps in front of the
yeah,
line.
of
I'm
course.
sure you guys in the Sabbath band, you got the same type of thing. You'd love to do some
Yeah,
deep cuts, but there are certain songs you just can't not play.
of course.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
And almost the same question for the Sabbath Superstar guys. You guys, since we've seen you, have you added some songs to the set list that you hadn't performed in a while that you're gonna perform in Middletown, maybe? Or do you want to keep it a surprise? Well, I guess you got to tell us.
Well, we did Masters of Reality with the
The whole
band called
record.
Obey Your Master, a double album. They did
Oh, you did the
what
whole
album they do?
Master album.
Master
Okay.
of Puppets album with us.
Oh,
That
yeah.
was friggin' nice. We did Solitude. Solitude's on YouTube. It's bad as shit, man.
Oh.
I'm so happy with that.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what, also Sweet Leaf, they had the pot leaves going through our logo. It was fucking beautiful. So, and we're also at Reverb, if anyone's around, in Reading, PA,
And Reading. Okay, yeah.
with Hammer Sheep, Sabbath Supertzars, and Obey Your Masters. They're real good friends. We're doing an hour of just, honestly, I did a little up-tempo shit. You know what I mean? Like Casey Kasem, little up-tempo numbers from a dog dedication.
Casey, man.
But yeah, we're not doing this Master Reality album, but I mean, we're open. What are we doing with this set, Tommy? Because we didn't actually think of this 90 because we have a couple shows coming up, and I like to roll them out one at a time and roll different songs in. But what were we thinking, Tom?
I think there's going to be lots of B-sides because I know that's what Steven Keeler likes.
I like some of the latter, the last two Sabbath with Ozzy records, the original.
Well, because Steve fell in love with this song, we've been playing Junior's Eyes.
I love Junior's Eyes.
I love it.
Yeah,
it's such a dirty vocal.
Yeah,
it's just gunslinger. And I know everyone busts Axel's balls, but when he did it back at the beginning, I thought it was fucking bad as shit.
I loved it when he did that.
They crushed it. That
Guns
band
N'
sounded
Roses
great.
shocked the hell out of me in Back to the Beginning when they touched on those more really deep cuts because everybody was kind of doing like Children of the Grave or Paranoid or something like that, and then that Guns N' Roses comes out and I'm like, they're doing It's All Right off of Technical Ecstasy.
I know.
Even Metallica.
That was a little strange, but
Metallica did a song off of Never Say Die also, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yep.
We do. I think one off of there at least.
Yeah.
We'll probably do the title track of that for sure.
Yeah.
I'm probably going to do Hole in the Sky. We're probably going to do Symptom. Probably going to do Hand of Doom.
You could do the whole Sabotage album. I wouldn't complain.
I don't know, man. I got them in 3 bands. I got Land of Oz. I got Ultimate Live Evil. So I'm going to go with the lower hanging fruit. We'll probably go some earlier albums because we're only about 2 or 3 tracks away.
There you go.
But I think we got to grab a couple of them. We're going to be doing some album features. Do you want an early album? Tell me, how close are we to the first album?
Got the whole thing.
Do you want the first album for our show, dude? We can announce it tonight.
I think mix the whole catalog. Let's not lay on one album. In fact, I think Tom, you did that when you were at there last time, didn't you? Everybody froze up on me. Damn this internet.
World, which was like, why, man?
Right.
I tell you, Evil Woman's like the worst fucking song. No offense, but
I froze up a little bit there.
I suck at it too. I
wouldn't say do a whole album. You got 90 minutes. Of course, you can go over. The curfew's midnight there, so of course, it might run a little. We might get a little behind with 7 bands. We're going to try to not get too behind. But
the good thing about an album is we're just have all the B-sides from that one record, like Slayer guy was saying. What was your name, Billy?
Billy.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
I think Tom, when you were there last time with Into the Void last year, I think you did the first Black Sabbath album.
We did. We did the first record.
So maybe we mix it up a little bit.
We'll mix it up. I have a yesterday and today's set we got to work on. We have a big show December 5th. Jim Florentine's going to be hosting at the Landis. 15 minutes of Jim Florentine, Sabbath Superstars, 15 more minutes of Jim Florentine, and then the Land of Oz.
Yep.
So we're going to do yesterday and today's set. Pure
What
Sabbath and all Ozzy. December 5th on sale now. Jim
Landis
Fortin.
Theater in
December
Vineland, New
5th, and
Jersey.
is that Landis Theater? Where is that? Where is
That's
that?
in Vineland, New Jersey. Come on
Yep.
down.
That's South. That's near Philly.
It's somewhere between AC and Philly. Yes, it's
Yeah,
right
it's
in
It's
betwixt there. It's South Philly.
December
Yeah.
5th. Is that a Saturday?
This, of course.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a
Well,
day job.
For that show, Supertzars is doing. We're starting with the first record, and we're going to do tracks from that all the way up to Never Say Die. So we're going to do them in chronological order, just
Yeah.
a couple songs off each record.
Yeah.
We're
And
getting
I
out of the
tell you
way,
what,
and then Steve's
Steven,
coming on.
I would love to see you do the Dio stuff because I'm not.
He's
We could
great
do
at
that
that.
hour there. We need to run it, Tommy. So I'll tell you what, we'll do that hour for you, and then we'll
Yeah.
just bust into some real deep cuts after that.
Now we're
Gotcha,
talking,
man.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
So yeah. So Sabbath Superstars cannot do a Dio Sabbath song.
If you want me to, I do an entire Dio catalog. I mean, whatever.
But
I was
you
playing
could-
Zeppelin at Sweeney's the other
Could
day.
you do a Sabbath Dio song at my anniversary party? That's
Which one
That
do
would-
you want?
That would be up to Matt Dillon on guitar.
Yes, Matt
Matt
Dillon.
Dillon would have to figure that out. Oh, you
There's
can
something
surprise
about
me
Matt
with
Dillon.
Hoffman. No one's going to complain if Ronnie James Dio makes an appearance.
Which
Yeah.
song do you want? What
Yeah.
song would you like?
Mob Rule.
Mob Rules. Okay, we could probably do that. What do you think?
Die Young.
I'll talk.
Diane.
I'm texting Matt right now.
Okay.
Oh, wow, we do this live.
Keep us in
I
suspense.
prefer Die Young because Mob Rules is not. I mean,
Yeah.
I won't say boring, but Die Young's fucking way cooler.
Yeah. We can hear your voice better.
And I could say this doesn't go out to anyone in my band. It's called Die Young.
Yeah.
My favorite Black Sabbath Dio era song, what is a little bit of a deep cut, it's Falling Off the Edge of the World.
Wow.
I did that at the Landis. It's a fantastic song.
Oh, isn't it?
It was really nice. Yeah,
That's
I
very
like
long,
Gates
yeah.
of Babylon a lot too.
Yeah, the
Oh,
best
yeah.
Dio Sabbath song is definitely "Sign of the Southern Cross," man.
That's
Ooh.
the best one.
It's
All right.
one of
We're way off topic now, aren't we? But it's cool. I think people are gonna
Yeah. So what should I ask Matt? What song you want to know if he can whip
Ask
up?
him if he knows any, because we'll go
Yeah.
low hanging fruit first, and then
Yeah.
say Die Young, and then Mob Rules.
Okay.
So
All right, so
What-
we'll
what do
try
you-
for that. And I hope that everybody that's watching this little podcast we're doing tonight is making their plans to come to Middletown, New York next week for my
Yeah.
50th anniversary party. And there's axe throwing there too, so you can throw axes while you're watching Girls Demise. There's football.
Wow.
There's football bowling. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of that before. You take
Mm-mm.
footballs and throw them at bowling pins.
huh.
And that's not going to be in the same room as the metal show, but
Yeah.
and of course
I
all the
didn't see
bands, of
that
course,
shit
are
there
welcome
last
to
time.
bring their merch if they have merch and sell their merch at the show. And we're going to have a tattoo parlor there. They're going to be tattoo people are coming in. They're going to be doing some flash tattoos at
Wow.
the venue. So you can get you can get Steven Desko's autograph on your arm, and he'll tattoo it right there, probably.
Yeah,
Wow.
you have to drink a lot for that to happen, but
Or
yeah, more
B-Man's,
power to you.
B-Man's tattoo. He'll be giving out He'll be giving out autographs, right, B-Man?
Absolutely. I'm ready.
So B-Man's got a 30-minute set, so you guys are going to come in hard.
Oh yeah, we're gonna get people moving.
We got a hardcore band, and then we've got a black metal band, and then we got Sick Bay, and then that runs right into Slayer, and then we end the night with Black Sabbath. I think it's going to be a good one.
I'm gonna be like Lawrence Welk after all that metal.
You're gonna have to listen to. Well,
We'll have bubbles.
We'll put on some
Bubbles.
James Bond themes at the end of the night to calm you down. How's that?
We're doing like metal and then pre-metal. It's gonna be
Yeah.
upside down.
Yep.
Well, it's a night of metal, and you can wind down however you want on the way home, Stephen.
As long as everyone gets really high during the changeover, this will work.
No, marijuana is legal in Middletown, New York, and you'll see people smoking everywhere where you come to
It's
New York.
legal in my
I
car.
know it's not legal in Pennsylvania, but it's legal in New York. And if you're in New York City, that's all you smell.
I would
Yeah,
never break the law.
Breaking the law, breaking the law. We don't have a Judas Priest cover band in it, Nate,
Yeah.
but we've it's gonna be a grand time. I hope that everyone that's watching this, if I mean people watch this all around the world, but if you're in the New York tri-state area, you want to come and party with us, we'd love to have you. We're gonna also have, I forgot, Pete Pardo from Sea of Tranquility is going to be there. He's going to be doing a little Q&A somewhere during the night. He's going to get up on stage. So anybody that's a fan of the Sea of Tranquility or the Rock Fantasy Files YouTube channel, Ralph Tambora is going to be there. A few of the panelists from both shows are going to be in the house, and they're going to do a little Q&A, a meet and greet. And there's plenty. It's a big room, and if you think you need somewhere to sit down, if it's somewhere you need to rest, just let us know. We'll make sure that you're accommodated with that there. We're going to get some chairs and some tables out in the back. So some of the older folks that don't want to stand up for 8 hours are going to be able to have a place to sit down and eat some food. There's good food there. There's cheesesteaks, there's pizza, there's wings, all the good food you need at the brewery. And of course, stop by Rock Fantasy when you're in town. We're open 12 to 7. We'd love to have you come by the shop and pick up some stuff. We got we got tons of used vinyl we just got a big collection, and tons of rock shirts and tons of all the cool stuff. And you can play pinball. That's what B-Man does every Thursday.
Yeah, dude.
Part of our pinball club too. So you can play all the latest pinball machines. And we have a Walking Dead pinball that plays nothing but Slayer music in it.
Turn it away.
Nice.
Someone needs to get a hold of one of these pinball companies. There's no Black Sabbath or Ozzy Osbourne pinball. It's sacrilege.
It's coming. It's got to be coming.
Somebody's got to make one. Yeah. Well,
There's one in
do a
Japan,
custom
probably.
one, please. Well, anyhow, as we wrap this up tonight, has anybody got any finishing words that they want to add?
Yes, congratulations, Steve.
Thank you so much.
You know, and Show No Mercy is honored to be included in your 40th anniversary. So we're really looking forward to it.
And it's going to be a good party. And I'd like to thank Brandon once again for this great promo. Steven, you got to check it out.
I promise I will.
Again, if I didn't, I think you'll dig it. And
Keeler, thank you for having us as well. We appreciate it.
Oh yeah, I had to have you because last time they went head against us. They were like 20 minutes down the road, and I can't have B-Man putting that. He's such a great marketing genius, and we have to have him on our side.
Yeah.
And that's
nice guitar with the fire on it. Which one's that?
That's a Warlock. Yeah.
That's cool as shit, dude. I don't know. I'm a singer. I don't know what I'm looking at, but it's cool looking.
This is my
like me at Bike Week.
I'll be playing this one November 1st, this acrylic Mockingbird, which is heavy, like 50 pounds.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice, man. You got some cool stuff, man.
Awesome.
Are you lefty?
No, I'm a righty.
All right. I got dyslexia.
Yeah. I think the video flips everything. So yeah.
Well, I'd like to thank you guys all for coming on tonight and giving your time to the channel. And for those that are watching, please take a moment to like and hit subscribe and all that shit to the channel. Let us know what Black Sabbath songs you want to hear, or what Slayer songs you want to hear, or what band you're looking forward to at the Rock Fantasy 40th anniversary. We will see you next time.